start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off play action. Quarterback moving. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a...
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's all. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Breaks the tackle. Got the first down and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down and 10. They'll give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw on first down. Going over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw.
I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Red pass, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move, it's Flores. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Caught near the sticks. It's Flores. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take off. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lifted up. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Northwestern! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe it.
Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Really nice looking throw there, and traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game, and if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling passes, kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
To the ground. He's got it again. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Bruins.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Gray. Under fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Running free. Touchdown, Wildcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll send the back in motion. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle at Staples. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Just keeps swinging it. Under fire. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Gray. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to quit the field position with the return.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Now they'll run the draw. Running to Green. There he goes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the side.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just about 30 seconds to go in the half. How aggressive do you want to be here? Scanning the field, it's Gray. The short hands, it's Covey. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it go. Working that left side. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Snap it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Looking to get it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to pass. It's great. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got a man. It's Reeder.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I put my tight end in the slot to get a good matchup, right? And then I throw these corner routes to him. Here's the good thing about being a quarterback. I can kind of underthrow those if I want. Those big bodies, they usually come back and get it, and they're so much more physical than the guys they're going against. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll go with a direct snap. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They punted away on 4th down. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Trying to make magic with his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They get to him as he throws. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's going for the big play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the... What a play there. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leads it with the bat. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out of their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Here's a heat. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now they take the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 19 over Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming out with it, it's Farrell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Reeder. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tries to take the top off. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return.
Man, this This thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the timing just a hair off.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the score. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Fires to the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Bruins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farrell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Gray. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And wings it incomplete.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this.
He lost one down the sideline. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to pick up a first down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.